Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome back to the show UltraRunning Magazine editor Amy Clark. She is the pickle juice to my heat run. Amy, how you doing?
Good, Scotty. How are you?
Great. I'm really excited to be talking with you today about the UltraRunners of the Year issue, which came out
Yes.
a few weeks ago, but we haven't just talked about it yet. But I want to kind of hear from you about the issue.
Heck yeah. This is our February issue, so it's the first issue of the year for 2023. It covers our Ultra Runners of the Year, which, surprise spoiler alert, was one of them was Adam Peterman, who's on the cover. And yeah, no, we have, this is a special issue that we get to do every year that is it's full of stats for the year. So if you're considered really fast in your distance, you might find your name in here because we go, I don't know, on some of the lists, we go pretty deep as far as like top 50K, we go to 101. So the top 101 times of the year. We've listed the names in the race and the time. So yeah, it's, and it's also full of really amazing photos throughout the year of those people on the list. So it's really special, and we're, super stoked to have it out every year. It's so much fun to put together. It's a lot of work, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's not only is it cool to see the accomplishments from a lot of the elite runners, but also to celebrate different aspects
Yes.
of running and people who, they're maybe they're not elites, but they're still damn fast. And you break it down by distance and by age group, and so it just makes it so much fun to flip through it and just see who's doing what out there, and to discover them.
Right.
So yeah, I absolutely love this issue, going from the up and comers, in ultra running, which is really exciting to see who's doing what, and where they're from.
Right.
But also, to highlight the accomplishments for like Courtney was just, she was just did amazing this year.
Right.
I want to highlight this, that she joined Scott Jurek and Tom Johnson as a 4-time winner of Ultra Runner of the Year, bested so far by Ann Trayson, Jesus, with 12.
Right.
And Jim Walmsley with 5, which is just incredible. And that's mind-bending to think about Ann Trayson and what she accomplished in her career.
I know. Ann Trayson's amazing. Yeah. And, the fact that we've got women already, climbing up towards where she was at her level. And it's just so much fun to watch. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really cool detail and you have in here. And this is like the cool part about this issue, is that you can sift through so much information, and just to see like where we are as a sport and hopefully where we're headed. So by that, I mean that that female participation in North America was at 33% last year, while women made up 23% of total worldwide participation, which is up from 18.3% the previous year. So what a huge spike, and it's so awesome to see that more and more folks are getting out there.
They are, and it's it's so much fun to track that information. And I have to give props to our staff, Corey Smith, who keeps these results updated constantly all year long, and then we're able to put all that into the magazine. So yeah, props to him for curating all that information and getting it into, putting it into our database so that we can, kind of regurgitate it for this issue every year. It's great.
Yeah. And that's such a pretty big responsibility too, because you don't want to miss anyone. Because
right. And to see those numbers go up, it's a big deal for women, in general, for the sport, to see those numbers go up. I mean, it's psychologically, it makes you realize that, yeah, this is becoming a sport for everybody, not just, who used to be running, which, there wasn't a lot of women back in the day. And so, yeah, it's really exciting.
Come on in. The pain cave awaits for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
People
bring it.
But I also wanted to highlight some other stats in this issue. which are the age group performances of the year, which I thought were super cool. And again, I keep saying it, but mind bending of what people
Mind
are doing
bending.
out
Yeah.
there. Um,
Yeah.
Susanna Bond, 58 years old. Um, I always thought her the name, but Tour de Giants. Um, you
Tour
know,
de
so
France. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
330K in 112 hours, folks. June Gessner, 69 years old. I repeat that. She's 69 years old. She did Jackpot 100 in sub 24 hours. Sub 24
Sub
hours.
24. Isn't that
Good
insane?
God.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the men's side, Roberto Romero. Oh my, 58. Sub 20 at San Diego.
He is
Holy crap.
incredible. He really is. Yeah. Yeah. Incredible.
Now, if you're like me, you're like, kind of middle aged and you're thinking, oh, I don't think I can do very well at running. Yeah,
I
go talk
know.
to Roberto and,
Yeah.
get a little of that inspiration. And,
Exactly.
not to be outdone, but Jeff Browning, 50 years old at Hard Rock, 26 hours, 17 minutes. I mean, just staggering.
I know. He just keeps bringing it. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't stop. He's incredibly, versatile. I mean, he just did Desert Solstice in December. Um, and all that after running Hard Rock and all the races that he tackles. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and so you guys it's not just, the stats and all that. There are a few articles in here that are
Yes.
very inspiring. Can you, you know, kind of give the folks a clue on what's going on with that?
Yeah. So number one, I can't emphasize this enough, and you'll see more of it in our issues, upcoming issues, regular issues this year. But volunteers are so important in our sport, and we really need to emphasize that, because not only do volunteers also run, but they also spend their time out on the trail helping runners. And so we've got an article by Gordon Harvey in this issue that kind of just gives some examples of what volunteers really truly do. And this coming year, we've also got a new columnist who many people will recognize the name, but it's Andrew Miller, who won Western States, I believe, in 2016. It was the year that Jim Walmsley got lost on the trail. I think it was his first year. Anyway, Andrew's from Oregon, and he's going to be writing about volunteers in the sport, which I think is long overdue. But yeah, this article in this issue is it just celebrates those volunteers. We've also got an article about 70 plus runners, included the two in particular that are highlighted are Gene Dykes and Richard Larson. Buzz Burrell, who's also 70 plus, and one of our columnists, he wrote in depth about their training and how they succeed in doing what they do, because Gene he's breaking records for his age group, as well as Richard is. They're both very different styles of runners, but yeah, so it's a great article, and definitely inspires those of us who are younger to keep going and doing what we're doing.
You're going to love the picture of Gene in the issue. And when he was running Javelina, which he did in 29 hours and 27 minutes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And
I feel lucky enough to, I passed him on one of the loops, and I feel, grateful, because I didn't get to, I just exchanged a couple words with him, but he's just a really uplifting person. And yeah, he's incredible.
That is so cool.
Yeah, he looks like a bee catcher I think that's what he's a butterfly catcher. Never mind. That's what he's supposed to be.
It's a smart outfit because he's all in white, right?
I know, right? Yeah.
But I do want to share that he the London Marathon back in October, he placed first in his age group. Of course he did, but he ran it in 3 hours and 19 minutes. Holy shit.
Isn't that amazing? Is that amazing? Yeah, he's 70. I think he's
74.
74. Yes. Sorry, I was just scanning the page for that. Yes, he's 74. 3 hours and 19 minutes, Scotty. I
Incredible.
couldn't do that now. Yeah.
Incredible. Um, and then you guys have this article, which is beautifully written by Jared Beasley, about not dead, healing on the Appalachian Trail, which is just, it's an incredible story of just triumph and perseverance, kind of dealing with a health issue, and setting your sights on a goal where you thought maybe that wasn't going to be achievable, but you persevere, and it's just,
Yeah.
like I said, it's beautifully written.
Yeah. He did a great job. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
That was a good one.
yeah. Well, congratulations to you guys on such a wonderful issue. It's inspiring. It motivates me to get back out there and try my hardest. And I have a feeling that it will for others too. So good job.
Thanks, Scotty. I appreciate it. And thank you. No, this again, this is the one issue of the year where, we put all of our effort into making it so that people want to dive in and look at the photos and look at the lists and just, absorb kind of a full year of ultra running that is now past. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, this will be the one you hang on to, and you're going to flip through it through the whole damn year. And what's cool is that you can like see, oh, so and so did like Black Canyon Ultras this weekend. Well, who won it last year? Let's see what they did, and how's it going, today, or at the race results.
That guy right behind you.
Yeah,
that guy right behind you.
Yeah. That's Trueheart Brown. He took first place at Black Canyon last year. Just a staggering performance.
Incredible story.
Yeah, one hell of a guy. You should hear his interview. So good. And I totally envy his voice. He's got the deepest voice. I wish I had it for podcasting. Holy shit.
I know. It was really, he has a very deep voice.
He absolutely.
You should link that in the show notes when, we'll do that when we'll link to it in the show notes when we post it.
For sure. But he absolutely lives up to his name. That's for damn sure. What a great guy. Do you know offhand if he's running this weekend?
I don't think so. We just did our What's Up in Ultra this weekend, and he was not listed. So I have to do a double check to see. I know he's out there running, but I'm not sure if he's actually running this weekend. So I'll have to check.
All right.
My gut says he's not, but you never know.
Golden tickets up for grabs, folks.
No, I know. It's going to be a fun one to watch with the live broadcast this weekend. So
I know.
Vipa will. Yeah.
They do such a wonderful job with that. And, they did Javelina last year, and this will be no exception.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. It'll be fun.
Well,
good wintertime entertainment, right?
Exactly. Football's over. There's no baseball. We're watching Dan live stream.
Already. Let's go. For 16 hours.
Honey, I'm going to stay home and watch this sport, okay? How long you be? I don't know, 16 hours or so. But it's commercial free, so it's all right.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Hey, listen, thank you so much for taking the time for me today. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to talking to you about the March issue, which I understand is like, it's going to be released very, very soon, if not in mailboxes already. So
yep, coming out fast. Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate what you do, and I appreciate you making the time.
Of course. Until next time, I'll see you on the trail.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care.